This is so absurd that I thought it must be a joke when I saw this, but oh no, this has genuinely happened. On the same trip to London, where Prince Harry was in court saying how his life is at risk because he doesn't have the right to 24/7 armed cops around him, he goes around a neighbourhood in London knocking on random doors trying to find his mate, and someone caught him on their Ring doorbell. The Sun has got hold of the picture. This is just beyond belief. The audacity and the hypocrisy of this man is just off the scales. The Sun have reported this, and they point out the fact that this is on the same trip where he is in court claiming that he will be unsafe without gun cops around him. And apparently he tried at least 3 houses just randomly knocking, looking for his mate, before he finally found the right one. And I bet this was quite humbling for Prince Harry with his big ego. The fact that one door he knocked on, the housekeeper answered, and guess what? They didn't even know who he is. I bet that was a sting to his ego, because he was like, "Oh, you don't know who the hell I am?" Yeah. Not everyone knows who you are, and those who do know who you are, a lot of them really don't like you, to be honest, because you do stupid shit like this. And one source said to the Sun, "It's a bit odd. He didn't seem to have a clue which house he was aiming for. I don't think many people just walk down a road knocking on doors, let alone if you don't feel safe." Yeah. I have a I'm nowhere near as at risk going down the street as Prince Harry, but I still wouldn't go randomly knocking on people's doors trying to find my friend, you know? I'd find out my friend's address, I'd find out the door number from them, and then I'd go to the correct door. I wouldn't just gander about. I don't know if he was drunk, I don't know what hour this was, don't know if this happened at, 5 a.m. after some massive bender. I've got no idea, but regardless of what hour of the day this was at, it's just beyond belief. And let's not forget, guys, okay, I'm sure you guys saw the story the other day of the fact that I believe on the same trip as this, where he's done this idiotic thing, just knocking on random doors, he, whilst being here to tell us in court that he's really unsafe, he decided to stay at some mate's townhouse in London rather than somewhere that is secure, and he ordered a Deliveroo which came to the front door. I mean, the Deliveroo rider could have been anybody. In fact, to be honest, I don't even like ordering Deliveroo, because we know a bunch of undocumented illegal migrants. We don't know who they are. We don't know if they're criminals. We don't know what their background is. They come to Britain and they take up those jobs. Okay, I have quite like a sort of dark area around my front door where if the wrong person answered the door, they could potentially attack me. I, as a normal member of the public, feel queasy about getting Deliveroo. Do you not think, if you are Prince Harry, that you should maybe be a little bit careful about getting Deliveroo? I think most celebrities and high-profile people are careful about this, let alone staying in some random mate's house where, you haven't really got, I presume he didn't have any security or anything with him. And this is the same guy who then rocks up at court and says, "My life is at stake because Britain has removed my automatic right to 24-hour gun cops." I mean, I'm lost for words at this point, guys. What do we do with these people? What do we do with Harry and Meghan? They are so hypocritical and so up themselves and so self-righteous. It is just beyond belief. And the fact that he is doing this, not just on some random trip to London to come see his mates, he is doing it on the trip where he is here to argue in court about why it is such a threat to his life not to have 24-hour gun cops around him. On that same trip, this man has the audacity to go round knocking on random doors, ringing random doorbells. He hasn't got any security around him here. He's just gandering about by himself, putting himself at risk, and then rocks up at court and goes, "My life's at risk. Me and Megan, we're gonna die. We're gonna get murdered because we haven't got gun cops around us all the time." Please, look at yourselves. It's embarrassing. Anyway, that is the latest on the ridiculous royal news. I'm Chloe Dobbs. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to the Reason channel if you've not already, and I'll see you next time.